तो नमस्कार दोस्तों, एक बार फिर से स्वागत है आप सभी का हमारे इस ऑफिशियल यूट्यूब चैनल में। आज की इस वीडियो में हम बात करने जा रहे हैं 2024 में रिलीज़ हुई एक बहुत ही बेहतरीन मूवी के बारे में, जिसका टाइटल है कुंग फू पांडा 4। दोस्तों, ये जो मूवी है हाल ही में 8 मार्च को एक तरह से यूनाइटेड स्टेट में और साथ ही साथ और भी कई कंट्रीज़ में इसे रिलीज़ कर दिया गया है और कई कंट्री में इसे अगले महीने रिलीज़ किया जाएगा, जैसा कि जापान। दोस्तों, इस मूवी की रेटिंग भी आ चुकी है, 6.9 की IMDb रेटिंग है। साथ ही साथ रेड टमाटोज़ की रेटिंग की बात की जाए तो 69% रेड टमाटोज़ यूजर्स ने इसे पसंद किया है। साथ ही साथ इसे बहुत बड़े स्केल पर बनाया गया है। मूवी का जो बजट था, तकरीबन मैं आपको बताऊँ तो $55 मिलियन के अंदर इस बजट के अंदर से बनाया गया था और इसने जो कलेक्शन किया वो भी बहुत गजब था। अब इसके बारे में थोड़ी और जानकारी मैं आपको देता हूँ।
Kung Fu Panda 4 is a 2024 American animated martial arts comedy film produced by DreamWorks Animation and distributed by Universal Pictures. It is the fourth installment in the Kung Fu Panda franchise and the sequel to Kung Fu Panda 3, 2016. The film was directed by Mike Mitchell, co-directed by Stephanie Ma Stine in her feature directorial debut, written by Darren Lemke and the writing team of Jonathan Aibel and Glenn Berger, and produced by Rebecca Huntley. It features Jack Black, Dustin Hoffman, James Hong, Bryan Cranston, and Ian McShane reprising their roles from the previous films, with Awkwafina, Huy Quan, Ronny Chieng, Tan Chinn, and Viola Davis joining the cast. In the film, Po, Black, who must find and train his successor as the new dragon warrior, teams up with fox bandit Zhen, Awkwafina, to defeat the evil sorceress, the Chameleon, Davis. Directors Jennifer Nelson and Alessandro Carloni were asked about the possibility of a fourth Kung Fu Panda film prior to the release of the third film in January 2016, with Nelson later saying in August 2018 that she was open to a fourth installment. DreamWorks officially announced the fourth film in August 2022, with Mitchell, Ma Stine, and Huntley attached as director, co-director, and producer, respectively, by April 2023. Most of the main voice cast, along with the return of Aibel and Berger as writers, was announced in December 2023, following Awkwafina's casting in May of that year. Lemke joined the project in February 2024 to revise and expand the screenplay. Composer Hans Zimmer, who had scored for the previous 3 installments, the first 2 with John Powell and the third alone, returned as composer alongside frequent collaborator Steve Mazzaro. Kung Fu Panda 4 premiered at the AMC 14 Theatre at the Grove in Los Angeles on March 3, 2024, and was theatrically released in the United States on March 8. The film received mostly positive reviews from critics, who praised the voice performances, animation, characters, and action sequences, although criticism was directed towards the story and the absence of previous franchise characters. Plot: Po is helping his fathers, Mr. Ping and Lee, open their new restaurant when Master Shifu tells him that he must advance to become the spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace, meaning that he will not be the dragon warrior anymore and must find a suitable candidate to be his successor. While Po struggles to choose candidates, he catches a thief named Zhen trying to steal ancient weapons and sends her to prison, but learns from some goats that Tai Lung has returned. He soon learns from Zhen that Tai Lung's return was masqueraded by the Chameleon, a powerful sorceress that can shape-shift into any animal she wants. While initially reluctant to let Zhen help him, but wanting to go on one last adventure as Dragon Warrior, Po heads to Juniper City with Zhen as Mr. Ping and Lee, terrified of what might happen to their son, trail behind them. At Juniper City, they are arrested, but escape to the den of thieves. There, Zhen reunites with Han, who allows them to stay in the den but wants them gone the next day. Soon, Po and Zhen head to the Chameleon's lair to take her down. However, it is revealed that the Chameleon took Zhen in as her apprentice when she was a child and she has been working for her ever since, betraying Po's trust as she gives Po's staff, which has the power to bridge the gap through the spirit realm, to enact her plan. He manages to escape, but when he asks Zhen to return his staff, she is revealed to be the Chameleon in disguise, who sends him off a cliff. Using the staff, the Chameleon creates a spiritual doorway to summon every martial arts master to steal their kung fu, including Tai Lung, Lord Shen, and Kai. Zhen, realizing the mistake she has made, decides to leave the Chameleon for good. Meanwhile, Po talks to his fathers and tells them that he is afraid of change. Mr. Ping tells him that, like him, he was initially afraid of change, but he would not be a father if things did not change, and encourages Po to stop the chameleon. Po reunites with Zhen, who tries to stop him, leading to a duel between them. Realizing that she cannot change his mind, she bids him farewell before Po goes to face the chameleon. Zhen manages to convince the Den of Thieves to help her rescue Po. Meanwhile, Tai Lung learns that Po has lost the Staff of Wisdom, causing him to lose more faith in him. Po tries to fight the chameleon to get his staff back, but gets overwhelmed, and before she can deliver the final blow, Zhen intervenes. The chameleon transforms into a hybrid of several creatures and the three of them fight. Zhen falls into the rubble, while the chameleon turns into Po to fight him and traps him in a cage. Putting his trust in Zhen, he gives her the Staff of Wisdom, with which she summons a majestic dragon, sending the chameleon crashing into the wall. Not accepting defeat easily, the chameleon attempts to kill Po again, but Po uses the staff to defeat her and is able to return all of the stolen kung fu back to their owners. Realizing that he was wrong about Po, Tai Lung gives his respect and acknowledges him as the Dragon Warrior. Po opens a spiritual doorway and sends all the masters back to the spirit realm, with Tai Lung taking the chameleon with him. Back at the Valley of Peace, Zhen is ready to return to prison, but Po decides to choose her as his successor, much to Shifu's annoyance. Confident of his choice, Po and the Furious Five help train her to become the next Dragon Warrior. Voice cast. Main article, list of Kung Fu Panda characters. Jack Black as Po, a giant panda who is set to become a spiritual leader after renouncing his title as the Dragon Warrior. 7. Awkwafina as Zhen, a Corsac fox who is a wanted thief and accompanies Po on his journey. 7. Viola Davis as the Chameleon, a nefarious shape-shifting chameleon sorceress that can copy others' kung fu by absorbing their abilities. 7. Dustin Hoffman as Master Shifu, a wise red panda and Po's master. 7. James Hong as Mr. Ping, a Chinese goose and Po's adoptive father. 7. Bryan Cranston as Li Shan, Po's biological father. 7. Ian McShane as Tai Lung, a snow leopard who was Shifu's adopted son and former disciple until he turned to evil. Po vanquished him to the spirit realm in the first film and Kai captured him off screen during the third film, but the chameleon brings him back from the spirit realm. 7. Huy Quan as Han, a Sunda Pandalin who is a leader of a den of thieves. 7. Laurie Tan Chinn as Granny Boar, an elderly boar who can take out her tusks and use them as weapons. 8. Ronny Chieng as Captain Fish, a green arowana that lives in a pelican's mouth. 8 who is his stepmother. At the film's training montage during the end credits, the Furious Five appears in silence except for Mantis, as Seth Rogen briefly voiced him through screams. Both Lord Shen and General Kai appear in the film, though they have no dialogue. YouTuber Jimmy MrBeast Donaldson has a cameo as Panda Pig, a pig with black and white paint who is one of the candidates for the next Dragon Warrior. 9. Production. Development. On December 3, 2010, then DreamWorks Animation CEO Jeffrey Katzenberg said that there was a possibility the series could have 3 more sequels after Kung Fu Panda 3, bringing it to a 6-film series. 10 On January 13, 2016, Collider asked the filmmakers of Kung Fu Panda 3 about the possibility of a 4th film. Co-director Jennifer Ya Nelson stated, "It's one at a time. We want to make this a perfect duel, and then we'll see what happens after that." Co-director Alessandro Carloni said, "With the sequels, we don't want to try to have them feel open-ended. We want it to feel like a completed journey, and we feel this movie does. And then, if a fantastic story presents itself, great." 11 On August 2, 2018, when asked about the possibility of Kung Fu Panda 4, Nelson replied that she always saw the series as a trilogy, but was open for a 4th installment as long as the franchise focused on Po. 12. In August 2022, DreamWorks Animation confirmed that Kung Fu Panda 4 was in production. 13. At CinemaCon in April 2023, more details for the film were revealed, such as the premise as described by Jack Black. 14. It was also announced that Mike Mitchell was set to direct the film, with Stephanie Ma Stine co-directing and Rebecca Huntley producing. 15. Mitchell was a creative consultant on the first film and an executive producer on the third film. Writing. By December 2023, it was reported that Jonathan Aibel and Glenn Berger returned to write the screenplay. 16. In February 2024, Darren Lemke was revealed to have co-written the screenplay. 1. Mitchell described Kung Fu Panda 4 as a love letter to the first film. 8:17. Despite its connections to previous entries in the series, he wanted the story to stand on its own. 17. When producing the third film, Mitchell felt that Poe's character development from the first film was wrapping up due to finally becoming the Dragon Warrior, so he wondered what if another sequel took all that away, leading the filmmakers to find some really great heavy themes that they felt are important for the modern world. 18. Additionally, Mitchell wanted to evolve Poe's character, introduce new characters, and expand the franchise's world. 19. Feeling that the film took so long to be produced because the filmmakers wanted a perfect story that could evolve Poe by making him learn something to advance to the next level. 18. He described Poe as having a black and white view of the world and wanted to pair him with a more morally grey character, Zhen. Mitchell also wanted a character who Poe can be frustrated by, like how Shifu gets frustrated by him. 8. For the Chameleon, Mitchell sought to make her a more brain than brawn kind of villain. 8. He went on to say that she is the smartest and most supernatural foe Poe has faced. 2017. He described Chameleon as a mirror to Poe in that both characters were underestimated by society for their bodies, but went on to gain high status. He said, "So Poe has become the greatest hero, and now she's the greatest villain." 17. Mitchell felt that one of the things the Kung Fu Panda franchise stands out for, aside from Black's Poe, are its villains, so he made sure that the Chameleon could be as formidable as Tai Lung, Lord Shen and Kai the Collector, hence his reasoning to specifically bring the former back into this sequel story. 18. Casting. In May 2023, it was reported that Awkwafina had joined the voice cast of the film. 21. In December 2023, it was announced that Huy Quan and Viola Davis would join the cast, with the latter playing the villain of the film, the Chameleon. 22-23. Laurie Tan Chinn and Ronny Chieng were also announced as new cast members, 8 with Ian McShane, Bryan Cranston, James Hong, and Dustin Hoffman reprising their roles from the previous films. 7:24. Mitchell stated that he is a fan of McShane's work and that it was a blast to be able to work with him. Had McShane refused to reprise his role as Tai Lung, there was no alternate plan for the film's story, as filmmakers had locked in for Tai Lung's return. 18. In December 2023, Mitchell stated that Master's Tigress, Monkey, Crane, Mantis, and Viper, known collectively as the Furious Five, would make an appearance in the film and that they are off on their own individual missions, with producer Rebecca Huntley confirming that there would be a glimpse of the Furious Five. 8:20. Animation and design. Mitchell stated that the film's fight scenes reflect advances in both technology and kung fu, and took more influence from anime than previous films in the series. 17 stunt performers from Marvel films joined production to give the animators moves to study and use in the choreography. 8. Kung Fu Panda 4 and The Wild Robot will be the last two films to be made entirely in-house at DreamWorks Animation, as Cartoon Brew reported on October 6, 2023, that the studio would be moving away from producing films in-house in their Glendale campus to rely more heavily on outside studios after 2024. 25. Music. In December 2023, Hans Zimmer and Steve Mazzaro, the former of whom also composed for the first three films, were announced to compose the film's score. 26. A cover of Britney Spears' Baby One More Time by Tenacious D is featured in the end credits. The album was released on March 8, 2024, simultaneously with the movie's release, by Backlot Music. This album also included Omalay's single Attention, featuring longtime collaborator Justin Bieber. Marketing. Poe returned to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in November 2023 as promotion for the film. 27. The trailer for the film, featuring the White Stripes Seven Nation Army, along with a poster, was released on December 13, 2023. The trailer was viewed over 142 million times in the first 24 hours across all social media, becoming the most viewed trailer for a Universal animated film, surpassing the Super Mario Bros. Movie, Minions, The Rise of Gru, Sing 2 and Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. 28. Release. Theatrical. Kung Fu Panda 4 premiered at the AMC 14 Theatre at the Grove in Los Angeles on March 3, 2024, and was released in the United States on March 8, 2013 with showtimes a day prior. 30. The film was shown at the Columbia University School of the Arts on March 1, 2024. 31. Home media. As part of Universal's deal with Netflix, the film will stream on Peacock for the first 4 months of the pay TV window, then will move to Netflix for the next 10, and then will return to Peacock for the remaining 4. 32-33. Reception. Box office. In the United States and Canada, Kung Fu Panda 4 was released alongside Imaginary and Cabrini, and is projected to gross $45.50 million from 3,900 theaters in its opening weekend. For the film made $19.4 million on its first day, including $3.8 million from Thursday night previews. 35-36. Critical response. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 70% of 96 critics' reviews are positive, with an average rating of 6.110. The website's consensus reads, Kung Fu Panda 4 offers enough eye-catching entertainment to sustain the franchise's young fans, although it's starting to feel like this series is running out of steam. 37. Metacritic, which uses a weighted average, assigned the film a score of 56 out of 100, based on 30 critics, indicating mixed or average reviews. 38 audiences surveyed by CinemaScore gave the film an average grade of A on an A+ to F scale, while those polled by PostTrack gave it an 80% overall positive score, with 59% saying they would definitely recommend it. 36. Frank Scheck of The Hollywood Reporter wrote, with its new settings and characters, including Oscar winner Huy Quan as a pangolin leader of a den of thieves and Ronny Chieng as a fish that lives in a pelican's mouth, Kung Fu Panda 4 clearly aims to refresh the franchise. But it's really more of the same, which is not such a bad thing when you consider that the series has grossed some $1.8 billion so far, and that's not including the spin-off projects, including various television series and video games. Its appeal still lies largely in Black's hilarious vocal performance, which has lost none of its charm. 39. Wilson Chapman of IndieWire gave the film a B and wrote, Black can, at this point, play this role in his sleep, but he still gives it his all in his fourth go-around, and his pitch-perfect comic timing and lovable earnestness makes the journey an easy one to take. 40. For the New York Times, Claire Schaffer complimented the film's art direction and Black and Awkwafina's chemistry. Overall, she felt it is an enjoyable Kung Fu Panda movie, even if it's missing some of the pizzazz of the earlier ones. 41. Owen Gleiberman of Variety unfavorably compared the film to its previous installments, writing, even after 16 years of Poe, you want to hear Jack Black's voice charged with that youthful cockeyed exuberance, rather than the older and wiser aura he exudes here. You also wish the movie had better jokes. Mitchell, co-directing with Stephanie Ma Stine, doesn't stage the action bouts with the surreal freedom that animation makes possible. Poe goes through the motions, but I'm sorry, the kick is gone. 42. Similarly, the Boston Globe's O.D. Henderson expressed disappointment with the film's villain and action sequences, concluding, I enjoyed the first 3 adventures of the Dragon Warrior, but the best thing he can do now is to give this series a much-needed skadoosh, sending it to rest in the cinematic spirit realm. 43. Christy Lemire, in her review for RogerEbert.com, wrote Kung Fu Panda 4 struggles to justify its existence. It lacks both the delicate artistry and warm wit of its predecessors. The subtle sense of spirituality is long gone, in its place are frantic action sequences. 44. Future. On December 3, 2010, then DreamWorks Animation CEO Jeffrey Katzenberg officially confirmed that the series could see 2 more sequels after Kung Fu Panda 4, bringing it to a 6-film series. Ten Mitchell and Huntley were asked on December 13, 2023, if Katzenberg's original plan would still be carried out, to which Mitchell said that Kung Fu Panda 4 may launch a new trilogy if no one gets tired of seeing Jack Black return as Po, while Huntley affirmed that the filmmakers behind Kung Fu Panda 4 focused on making it the franchise's greatest film and that whether sequels will be made is something to discuss later. 45. 67. He was part of the ensemble cast of the 2018 animated film Isle of Dogs, by Wes Anderson, which premiered at the 68th Berlin International Film Festival, where he played the lead dog chief. The film was released on March 23, 2018. 68. Cranston appeared in the 9th season of the HBO comedy series Curb Your Enthusiasm, playing Larry David's therapist. In October 2018, Cranston became the voice for a new series of Ford commercials featuring the tagline "Built Ford Proud." 69. In 2019, his production company Moonshot Entertainment signed a deal with Warner Bros. Television. 70. In 2020, he starred as the lead human, Mac, in the Disney film The One and Only Ivan. From 2020 to 2023, he had the lead role in the miniseries Your Honor, playing a judge and the father of a boy who accidentally kills someone. In 2022, Cranston reprised the role of Walter White during the final season of the Breaking Bad prequel series Better Call Saul. 71. In 2023, Cranston had another appearance as Walter White, alongside Aaron Paul's Jesse, and Raymond Cruz as Tuco Salamanca in a Super Bowl 57 commercial for Popcorners. He has stated this could be his final appearance as the
ये जो मूवी है हमें तकरीबन मैंने आपको बता ही दिया है 8 मार्च को देखने को मिली थी। लोगों द्वारा इसे बड़ा पसंद किया गया था और मूवी ने जो 2 दिन के अंदर नेट जो कलेक्शन दिया है वो $55 मिलियन का है, जो कि बहुत ही बेहतरीन कलेक्शन है और साथ ही साथ एक तरह से रिकवरी भी बहुत अच्छी की है। बाकी इसकी OTT राइट्स के बारे में बात की जाए तो प्राइम वीडियो इसके OTT राइट्स खरीदने वाला है। आगे मैं आपको थोड़ी और जानकारी इसके बारे में देता हूँ।
Mike Mitchell, born October 18, 1970, is an American film director, writer, producer, actor and animator. He has directed the films Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo, 1999, Surviving Christmas, 2004, Sky High, 2005, Shrek Forever After, 2010, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Chipwrecked, 2011, The SpongeBob Movie, Sponge Out of Water, 2015, Trolls, 2016, and The Lego Movie 2, the second part, 2019. Early life. Mitchell was born in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the son of lawyer and former chairman of the Oklahoma Pardon and Parole Board, Robert Mitchell and Julia Baker. According to his father, Mitchell's gifts for artistic imagery were discovered early. He graduated from Putnam City North High School, and during this time was very much involved in the arts, then subsequently moved to Los Angeles to attend the California Institute of the Arts. During his time there was a demand for young animators, which led him into television. Working for such filmmakers as Tim Burton and Spike Jonze, Mitchell became an illustrator. He has one older sister, Suzanne Mitchell Robertson. Career. He started his career as director for Matt Callahan's The Itsy Bitsy Spider. He first gained critical attention when he co-wrote, produced and directed the short film Herd, which won several film festival awards, including the Spirit of Slamdance Award at the 1999 Slamdance Festival. That same year, he made his feature film directorial debut with the comedy Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo, starring Rob Schneider. He worked for various companies including Disney, DreamWorks, MTV, Nickelodeon, Universal and Sony. He directed the films Alvin and the Chipmunks, Chipwrecked, Surviving Christmas and Sky High. The first two received negative reviews, while the third has received positive reviews. In 2006, he joined DreamWorks Animation, and was a story artist for Shrek the Third and creative consultant for Kung Fu Panda. He later directed the movie Shrek Forever After and voiced the character Butterpants. Mitchell's short film Frenny's Christmas was preserved by the Academy Film Archive in 2012. 1. He also worked as a voice actor for Advisor Wedgie, known as Nerd for most of the film, in Monsters vs. Aliens, and Andy Jack Beanstalk in Puss in Boots. He also directed live-action sequences on the SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water. He not only works on movies but in television as well. He directed and wrote several episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants. Mitchell also directed the animated film The Lego Movie 2, the second part, which was released on February 8, 2019, to positive reviews. Mitchell will also direct Nightcrawlers, a supernatural action comedy, 2 a sequel to Sky High, 3 a live-action animated adaptation of the book We're Not From Here, 4 a live-action animated adaptation of the song Puff, the Magic Dragon. 5. On April 26, 2023, it was announced that Mitchell is set to direct the 4th installment in the Kung Fu Panda franchise, set for release on March 8, 2024. 6. Awards. Sundance Film Festival, Frenny's Christmas, 1993. Aspen Shorts Fest 1999, won special recognition for Heard, 1999. Atlanta Film Festival 1999, won honorable mention for Best Narrative Short, Heard, 1999. Birmingham Sidewalk Moving Picture Festival 1999, won first prize for Heard, 1999. Slamdance Film Festival 1999, won Spurt of Slamdance Award for Heard, 1999. HI Mom Film Festival 2000, won first prize for Heard, 1999. Movie Guide Award 2020, won Best Movie for Families for The Lego Movie 2, the second part, 2019, with Trisha Gum. Filmography. Director. Year title notes. 1999 Heard short film, also writer and producer. Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo. 2000 For Surviving Christmas. 2005 Sky High. 2010 Shrek Forever After. 2011 Alvin and the Chipmunks, Chipwrecked. 2015 The SpongeBob Movie, Sponge Out of Water live action sequences. 2016 Trolls. 2019 The Lego Movie 2, the second part. Animator. Year title notes. 1998 and additional story artist. 2000 for Shrek 2. 2007 Shrek the Third. 2009 Monsters vs. Aliens story artist. 2016 Sausage Party additional storyboard artist Jack Black, born August 28, 1969, is an American actor, comedian, and musician. He is known for roles in family and comedy films, in addition to his voice work in animated films. His accolades include an Emmy Award, a Grammy Award, and nominations for 3 Golden Globe Awards. After portraying supporting roles in films including Dead Man Walking, 1995, The Cable Guy, 1996, Mars Attacks, 1996, An Enemy of the State, 1998, Black first gained prominence for his role as Barry in High Fidelity, 2000. This led to larger roles in films like In Shallow Hal, 2001, and Orange County, 2002, before he solidified his leading man status with his Golden Globe-nominated performance as Dewey Finn in School of Rock, 2003. He continues to portray lead parts in films such as King Kong, 2005, The Holiday, 2006, Nacho Libre, 2006, Tropic Thunder, 2008, Bernie, 2011, Goosebumps, 2016, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, 2017, its sequel Jumanji, The Next Level, 2019, and The House with a Clock in Its Walls, 2018. His noteworthy voice role performances include Po in the Kung Fu Panda franchise, 2008 present, and Bowser in the Super Mario Bros. Movie, 2023. Black is the lead vocalist of the band Tenacious D, which he formed in 1994 with longtime friend Kyle Gass. They won the Grammy Award for Best Metal Performance for The Last in Line in 2015. Since 2018, Black has operated a YouTube channel called Jablinski Games. 2. Early life and education. Thomas Jacob Black III was born in Santa Monica, California, on August 28, 1969, the son of satellite engineers Thomas William Black and Judith Love Cohen. 6. He was raised in Hermosa Beach, California. His mother worked on the Minuteman Nuclear Missile Guidance System, the Apollo Lunar Module Guidance System, the Science Ground Station for the Hubble Space Telescope, and was also a writer. 7, 8, 9. He has 3 older half-siblings through his mother, scientist Neil Ziegel, Howard Ziegel, and Rachel Ziegel. 9. His mother was born Jewish, while his father converted to Judaism. Black was raised Jewish, attending Hebrew school and having a bar mitzvah. 10. His other ancestry includes English, German, Irish, Polish, Russian, and Scottish. 11, 12. Black's parents divorced when he was 10, 13, and his father then stopped practicing Judaism. 14, 15. Black moved to Culver City with his father and frequently visited his mother's home. As a child, he appeared in a commercial for the Activision game Pitfall. In 1982. 16. For high school, Black's parents enrolled him at the Poseidon School, a private secondary school designed for students struggling in the traditional school system. 17. He also attended the Crossroads School, where he excelled in drama. He later attended University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA, 18, but dropped out during his second year to pursue a career in entertainment. 19. Fellow UCLA student Tim Robbins later cast Black in Bob Roberts. In 1995 and 1996, he gained recurring roles in the HBO sketch comedy series Mr. Show. 20. Acting career. Main article, Jack Black filmography. 1982–1999, early roles. In 1982, Black's first acting job was in a television commercial at age 13 for the video game Pitfall. 21. In 1987, Black joined the Actors Gang, a theater troupe founded by UCLA students including Tim Robbins, and appeared in a variety of stage productions. 22. Black's adult career began with small roles on primetime television, including Life Goes On, Northern Exposure, Mr. Show, Picket Fences, The Golden Palace, and The X-Files. Black appeared in the unaired TV pilot Heat Vision and Jack, directed by Ben Stiller, in which he played an ex-astronaut pursued by actor Ron Silver. He was accompanied by his friend who had merged with a motorcycle, voiced by Owen Wilson. 23. After Tim Robbins cast him in Bob Roberts, Black began appearing in small film roles such as Airborne, 1993, Demolition Man, Waterworld, The Fan, The Cable Guy, Mars Attacks, Dead Man Walking, The Jackal, Crossworlds, Enemy of the State, and others. He had a small role in True Romance as a security guard, but the scene was deleted. 24. 2000–2014, career stardom. Black in 2011. In 2000, Black co-starred in the film High Fidelity as a wild employee in a record store run by John Cusack. Black considers his role in High Fidelity as his breakout into the Hollywood scene. 25. He quickly gained leading roles in films such as Saving Silverman, Shallow Hal, Nacho Libre, Tenacious D in The Pick of Destiny, Year One, and Gulliver's Travels. He received particular praise for his starring role in the well-received School of Rock, earning critical acclaim and a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actor Musical or Comedy. 26. Black took part in the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Celebrity Edition along with Dennis Leary, Jimmy Kimmel, and others, and was handed the prize of $125,000 in October 2001. 27. He has also had starring voiceovers in animated features, including Zeke in Ice Age, 2002, 2829 and Lenny in Shark Tale, 2004. 3031 in 2004, Black guest starred in the first episode of Cartoon Network's Adult Swim show Tom Goes to the Mayor. 32. He starred in one of his few dramatic roles as the obsessed filmmaker Carl Denham in Peter Jackson's 2005 remake of King Kong, a performance he based on Orson Welles. In 2006, he played the role of King Herod in a one-night benefit concert of Tim Rice and Andrew Lloyd Webber's Jesus Christ Superstar at the Ricardo Montalban Theatre. 33 That same year he starred as the romantic love interest to Kate Winslet in the Nancy Meyers romantic comedy The Holiday, 2006. Also in 2006 he starred in the comedy film Nacho Libre, 2006, which he also produced, and Tenacious D in The Pick of Destiny, which he also wrote and produced. In 2007 he took a supporting role in the Noah Baumbach-directed comedy-drama film Margot at the Wedding starring Nicole Kidman and Jennifer Jason Leigh. That same year he made a cameo appearance portraying Paul McCartney in Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story, 2007. Black has voice acted on other occasions, including Husbands and Knives from The Simpsons, which aired November 18, 2007, portraying Milo, the friendly owner of the rival comic book store. 30 For the following year he starred in the buddy comedy Be Kind Rewind, 2008, opposite Mos Def and the war satire Tropic Thunder alongside Ben Stiller and Robert Downey Jr. On December 14, he hosted the 2008 Spike Video Game Awards. Black has hosted the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards and Acceptable.tv 35. Black at a Kung Fu Panda 2 premiere in June 2011. He voiced the title role in Kung Fu Panda, which grossed $20.3 million on its opening day, June 6, 2008, as well as Kung Fu Panda 2 and Kung Fu Panda 3. This is his favorite role, and he praises the tutoring of co-star and two-time Academy Award winner Dustin Hoffman. 36 In addition to Kung Fu Panda, 2008, 37 he provided the voice of the main character, Rhodey Eddie Riggs, in the heavy metal-themed action-adventure video game BRTL Legend, for which he won the Best Voice Award at the Spike Video Game Awards in 2009. 38 In 2009 he appeared in the post-Super Bowl episode of The Office along with Cloris Leachman and Jessica Alba in a fake movie within the show. 39 He starred in the Harold Ramis-directed adventure comedy Year One, 2009, alongside Michael Cera. In April 2009, Black starred in an episode of Yo Gabba Gabba, in which he vocalized children's songs, such as It's Not Fun to Get Lost, Friends, and the Goodbye Song. 40 Black voiced Darth Vader in Bad Lip Reading's parodies of the Star Wars original trilogy on YouTube. 41. In 2010, Black made a guest appearance on Community 42 and also guest starred on Nickelodeon's iCarly in an episode titled, I Start a Fan War. 43 40 For Black has appeared numerous times on the untelevised TV network short film festival Channel 101, created by Dan Harmon and Rob Schrab, starring in the shows Computer Man, Time Belt, and Laser Fart. He also provided an introduction for the unaired sketch comedy Awesome Town, donning a colonial-era military uniform. In the introduction, he claims to be George Washington and takes credit for the accomplishments of other American presidents such as Thomas Jefferson and Abraham Lincoln. Citation needed. His next film, The Big Year, a competitive bird-watching comedy co-starring Owen Wilson, Steve Martin, and JoBeth Williams, was released in October 2011. 45 Black garnered a second Golden Globe Award nomination, this time in the category Best Actor in a Comedy, for his 2011 starring role in Richard Linklater's black comedy Bernie. He played as real-life murderer Bernie Teed, a funeral director in a small East Texas town, who befriends and eventually murders a rich widow, played by Shirley MacLaine. Black's subdued portrayal, authentic East Texas accent, and musical talent. He sings several gospel hymns as well as 76 trombones, had Roger Ebert describing Black's work as one of the performances of the year. 46 He presented the tribute to Led Zeppelin when the band was named as 2012 recipients of Kennedy Center honors. 47 In 2016, Black joined the climate change documentary show Years of Living Dangerously as one of its celebrity correspondents. 48 In 2018, Black appeared in the music video for Gorillaz' song Humility. 49. 2015 present. Awkwafina, Black and Karen Gillan in 2019. In 2015, Black played a fictional version of real-life author L. Stine for Goosebumps, and provided the voices of two of Stine's creations, Slappy the Dummy and the Invisible Boy. 50 He reprised the Stine role in the film's 2018 sequel, Goosebumps 2, Haunted Halloween. He also voiced himself and many other additional characters on the animated YouTube series Tenacious D in Post-Apocalypto, which he also co-directed and co-wrote, along with his Tenacious D partner Kyle Gass. In 2017 he portrayed a teenage girl inhabiting the body of Professor Sheldon Shelley Oberon in the children's action-adventure comedy film Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. He starred alongside Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart and Karen Gillan. The film received positive reviews and was a financial success. The following year he took a supporting dramatic turn in the Gus Van Sant drama Don't Worry, He Won't Get Far on Foot, 2018. The film received critical acclaim and starred Joaquin Phoenix, Rooney Mara and Jonah Hill. He reprised his role in the film's sequel, Jumanji, The Next Level, 2019, which like the first film was also a box office success, becoming one of the highest-grossing films of 2019. Also that year he starred in the children's fantasy film The House with a Clock in Its Walls, 2019, alongside Cate Blanchett and Renée Elise Goldsberry. In 2022 he lent his voice to the Richard Linklater animated coming-of-age film Apollo 10-12, A Space-Age Childhood. Also that year he portrayed disc jockey Wolfman Jack in the Roku biographical parody film Weird, The Ol Yankovic Story, 2022. Starting in 2022 he reprised the role of Po in the Netflix animated series Kung Fu Panda, The Dragon Knight. He also guest-starred on the Paramount Plus series Big Nate and the Adult Swim series Rick and Morty. The next year Black voiced Bowser in the Illuminations animated feature film The Super Mario Bros. Movie based off the Nintendo games. The film was released in April 2023 and was an international box office success, ranking among one of the highest-grossing films of 2023. 51-52 That same year he also took roles as Joseph Stalin in the Mel Brooks Hulu comedy series History of the World, Part 2 and Captain Bombardier in Disney Plus series The Mandalorian. 53 Black is set to return to Po in Kung Fu Panda 4, voice Claptrap in Borderlands, 2024, and play Steve in Minecraft, 2025. 54-55-56 Other ventures. Musical career. Main article, Tenacious D. This section of a biography of a living person needs additional citations for verification. Please help by adding reliable sources. Contentious material about living persons that is unsourced or poorly sourced must be removed immediately from the article and its talk page, especially if potentially libelous. Nora Lum 1, born June 2, 1988, known professionally as Awkwafina, is an American actress, rapper, and comedian. She rose to prominence in 2012 when her rap song My Vag became popular on YouTube. She then released her debut album, Yellow Ranger, 2014, and appeared on the MTV comedy series Girl Code, 2014-2015. She expanded to films with supporting roles in the comedies Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising, 2016, Ocean's 8, 2018, Crazy Rich Asians, 2018, and Jumanji, The Next Level, 2019. For her starring role as a grieving young woman in The Farewell, 2019, she won a Golden Globe Award. Since 2020, Awkwafina has been a co-creator, writer, and executive producer of the Comedy Central series Awkwafina is Nora from Queens, where she also plays a fictionalized version of herself. In 2021, she portrayed Katie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe superhero film Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. 3. She has also performed voice roles in the animated films The Angry Birds Movie 2, 2019, Disney's Raya and the Last Dragon, 2021, DreamWorks Animation's The Bad Guys, 2022, and in the Disney live-action remake The Little Mermaid, 2023. Early life. Awkwafina was born in Stony Brook, New York, to Wally Lum, a Chinese-American, and Tia Lum, a Korean-American. 5. Her father worked in the information technology field, and comes from a family of restaurateurs. Her great-grandfather immigrated to the United States in the 1940s, and opened the Cantonese restaurant Lum's in Flushing, Queens, 6. One of the neighborhood's first Chinese restaurants. 7. Her mother was a painter who immigrated with her family to the United States from South Korea in 1972. 6. She died from pulmonary hypertension in 1992 when Awkwafina was 4, and Awkwafina was subsequently raised by her father and paternal grandparents. 5. She became especially close to her paternal grandmother, Power Lum. 5, 7, 8. Awkwafina grew up in Forest Hills, Queens, and attended Fiorello H. LaGuardia High School, where she played the trumpet and was trained in classical music and jazz. 9, 10. At age 15, she adopted the stage name Awkwafina, definitely a person I repressed and an alter ego to her quiet and more passive personality during her college years. 11, 12, 13. From 2006 to 2008, she learned Mandarin at Beijing Language and Culture University to communicate with her paternal grandmother. 2, 14. She majored in journalism and women's studies at the University at Albany, State University of New York, and graduated in 2011. 10. Career. Awkwafina began rapping at 13. 13. She got her start producing music with GarageBand but eventually learned Logic Pro and Ableton. 15. In 2012, her song My Vag became popular on YouTube. 9. She originally wrote the song in college. 15. As a response to Mickey Avalon's My Dick, tribute to Nate. 16. She was fired from her job at a publishing house when her employer recognized her in the video. 15, 16. Her solo hip-hop album Yellow Ranger was released on February 11, 2014. 17. Its 11 tracks include a number of her previous singles released on YouTube, including the title track Yellow Ranger, Queefin' NYC Bitche Dollar. In 2014, Awkwafina appeared in 6 episodes of the 3rd and 4th seasons of Girl Code. 18. In 2015 she co-hosted its spin-off, Girl Code Live, on MTV. 19. In 2016, she collaborated with comedian Margaret Cho on Green Tea, a song that pokes fun at Asian stereotypes. 20. She was part of the lineup at Tenacious D's Festival Supreme on October 25, 2014. 21. She was also a disc jockey, DJ, at bars in New York. 22, 23, 24. She is profiled in the 2016 documentary Bad Rap, an official selection at the 2016 Tribeca Film Festival. It puts the spotlight on her and Asian American rappers such as Dumbfoundiad, Rex Dizzy and Lyrics. 25, 26. She released a 7-track EP, In Finer We Trust, on June 8, 2018. 27. It won the 2019 A2IM Libera Award for Best Hip Hop Rap Album. 28. Awkwafina with Ken Jeong in 2018. Awkwafina hosted the short-form talk show web series Talk for the digital production company Astronauts Wanted from 2015 to 2017. The first season premiered on YouTube and was picked up for exclusive streaming on Verizon's Go90 platform. 29. It was an official honoree at the 2016 Webby Awards and was nominated for a 2016 Streamy Award in the News and Culture category. 30. In 2016 she played a supporting role as Christine, a member of Kappa Nu in Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising, 31, 32 and voiced Quail in the animated comedy film Storks. In 2018 she starred in the indie comedy Dude, playing Rebecca, one of four best friends. She was among the principal cast in Ocean's 8, the all-female spin-off to the Ocean's trilogy. She then co-starred in the film Crazy Rich Asians, directed by John M. Chu, playing Go Peek Lin, a Singaporean college friend of lead character Rachel Chu, Constance Wu. 33. She had a recurring role in the Hulu original series Future Man in 2017. 34. She hosted the 2018 iHeartRadio MMVAs. 35. Awkwafina hosted the October 6, 2018, episode of Saturday Night Live, becoming the second East Asian American woman to host the show, after Lucy Liu, whose episode Awkwafina cites as her inspiration to one day be famous enough to host SNL. She did an impression of Sandra Oh, who later in the season became the first East Asian Canadian woman to host an SNL episode and the third East Asian woman to host overall. 36. In 2019, Awkwafina starred in the film The Farewell, directed by Lulu Wang. She played Billy, a writer who visits her ill grandmother in China. 37. The film received critical acclaim. Awkwafina received the Golden Globe Award for Best Actress Motion Picture Comedy or Musical. 38-39, becoming the first person of Asian descent to win a Golden Globe Award in any lead actress film category, after being only the sixth woman of Asian descent to be nominated in the lead actress in a musical or comedy category. 40, in the same year, she starred as Avatar Ming Fleetfoot in the film Jumanji: The Next Level, 41, which was a commercial success. 42-43, in July 2019, Awkwafina was cast as Katie in Marvel Studios' Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings alongside actors Simu Liu and Tony Leung Chiu-wai. Directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, the film was released in theaters on September 3, 2021, earning critical praise and grossing $130.5 million. 44-45-46, she won the Saturn Award for Best Supporting Actress for her performance in Shang-Chi. In August 2019, Disney announced that Awkwafina would voice Sisu the Dragon in the animated film Raya and the Last Dragon, which was released on March 5, 2021. 47, Awkwafina improvised much of her dialogue for the film, drawing comparisons to Robin Williams' performance as the genie in Aladdin. 48. As of 2020, Awkwafina stars in the comedy series Awkwafina as Nora from Queens. She is also a writer and executive producer of that show. As part of the promotional campaign, she recorded new announcements for the 7 train of the New York City subway, 49, making jokes, such as "This is Hunters Point Avenue, a friendly reminder that seats are for people, not your bag, and this is 46th Street, which is a lucky number. I just learned that on the internet. Also learned that pigeons and doves are the same things. What? At every stop." These recordings were used until the series premiered on January 22. 49, in a Season 1 episode, Simu Liu made a guest appearance before the release of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. In October 2023, National Geographic announced that Awkwafina narrated the documentary series A Real Bug's Life. 50-51. Image and Artistry. Awkwafina on the red carpet of the 77th Golden Globe Awards in 2020. Awkwafina has said that Charles Bukowski, Anna S. Nin, Joan Didion, Tom Waits, and Chet Baker were early influences. 52. Before launching her entertainment career, she worked as an intern at the Gotham Gazette in New York City, as an intern at the Times-Union newspaper in Albany, New York, and as a publicity assistant for publishing house Rodale Books, 12, which fired her after they discovered her music videos. She later worked at a vegan bodega. 15. Awkwafina has expressed support for Time's Up, a movement started by Hollywood celebrities against sexual harassment. 53. She has also advocated for more female directors and against the stereotyping of Asians in media. 53. She was featured in Gap's logo remix campaign, which featured up-and-coming artists who are remixing creative culture on their own terms, such as SZA, Sabrina Claudio and Naomi Watanabe. 54. In 2015, she released a guidebook, Awkwafina's NYC. 55. Awkwafina was honored as Korea Asian Media's Female Breakout of the Year in 2017. 56. On May 16, 2019, she headlined the Infatuation's annual food festival, Eat Skotskin. She spoke about her upbringing in Queens, where her family owned a Cantonese restaurant. 57. Awkwafina has developed a profile as a fashion model, appearing regularly on magazine covers, which she reposts on her Instagram account. These include Vogue, Allure, Harper's Bazaar, Cosmopolitan, Marie Claire and Feminist Magazine Bust. 58. Charges of cultural appropriation. Awkwafina has faced criticism for cultural appropriation of AAVE and mannerisms stereotypic of the African American community. 59-60. In 2018, she said, "I welcome that conversation because as an Asian American identity, we're still trying to figure out what that is." 61. On February 5, 2022, Awkwafina tweeted, "My immigrant background allowed me to carve an American identity off the movies and TV shows I watched, the children I went to public school with, and my undying love and respect for hip-hop. I think as a group, Asian Americans are still trying to figure out what that journey means for them, what is correct and where they don't belong." As a non-black POC, I stand by the fact that I will always listen and work tirelessly to understand the history and context of AAVE. 62-63 activists criticized this response as being several years late and unapologetic. 64-65. Lauren Michelle Jackson wrote, Awkwafina's antics don't, to me, conjure blackness any more than Ed Sheeran's bars. Is a blaccent an evocation of blackness, or of something else? Power, imperialism, commerce, the digital age? Maybe blaccent shouldn't function so metonymically, and maybe it shouldn't imply blackness at all. Blackness has enough to contend with, but that's something else instead, indicting not an individual instance of theft but a global phenomenon that makes it impossible to know whether a non-black millennial from Forest Hills studied black culture like a textbook or grew up with the same media as most of us, where blaccents in the mouths of white, snappy performers has been autonomous and apart from the actual speech patterns of black people since America had a theater tradition to call its own. In conversations around Awkwafina's blaccent, the actress's regional and musical background has been used to both defend and attack her. She's either the most shrewd opportunist or the most down chick her side of the color line. These extremes of opinion aren't helped by the way certain profiles borderline fetishize the Awkwafina backstory, as if the idea that an Asian American woman who grew up in Forest Hills, or literally anywhere in the country, loves rap is too absurd to be true. 60. Filmography. Key. Denotes films that have not yet been released. Film. Year, title, role notes. 2016 Bad Rap Herself documentary. Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising Christine. Stork's Quail voice role. 2018 Dude Rebecca. Ocean's 8 Constance. Crazy Rich Asians Go Peak Lin. 2019 The Farewell Billy Wang. Paradise Hills U. The Angry Birds Movie 2 Courtney voice role. Between Two Ferns, the movie herself. Jumanji, The Next Level Ming Fleetfoot. 2020 The SpongeBob Movie, Sponge on the Run Otto voice role. 2021 Breaking News in Yuba County, Mina. Raya and the Last Dragon Sisu 66 voice role. Shang Kai and the Legend of the Ten Rings Katie 4567. Swan Song Kate. 2022 The Bad Guys Miss Tarantula voice role. The Bad Guys in Maraschino Ruby voice role, short film. 2023 Renfield Rebecca Quincy. The Little Mermaid Scuttle voice role. Once Upon a Studio Sisu voice role, short film. Quiz Lady Anne. Migration Chump voice role. 2024 Migration, Fly Hard voice role, short film 68. Kung Fu Panda Fortune voice role 69. IF Octocat Bubble IF voice role. 2025 Wildwood Mrs. McKeel voice role, in production. TBA Grand Death Lotto Katie filming. Cranston's performance on Breaking Bad earned him the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series 4 times, 2008, 2009, 2010, and 2014, and a Golden Globe in 2014. One after becoming a producer of the show in 2011, he also won the award for Outstanding Drama Series twice. 2. He was previously nominated 3 times for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series for his role in Malcolm in the Middle. Cranston co-developed and occasionally appeared in the crime drama series Sneaky Pete, 2015-2019, and has also starred in the drama series Your Honor, 2020-2023. On stage, he earned a Tony Award for Best Actor in a Play for his portrayal of President Lyndon B. Johnson in the Broadway play All the Way, 2014, a role he reprised in the 2016 HBO film of the same name. He received the Laurence Olivier Award for Best Actor and his second Tony Award for portraying Howard Beale in the play Network on the West End and Broadway, respectively. 3-4. Cranston earned nominations for the Academy Award for Best Actor and the BAFTA Award for Best Actor in a Leading Role for portraying Dalton Trumbo in Trumbo, 2015. Other notable films include Saving Private Ryan, 1998, Little Miss Sunshine, 2006, Drive, 2011, Contagion, 2011, Argo, 2012, Godzilla, 2014, The Infiltrator, 2016, The Upside, 2017, and Asteroid City, 2023. He has also voiced roles in Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted, 2012, Kung Fu Panda 3, 2016, and Isle of Dogs, 2018. Early life and education. Bryan Lee Cranston was born in Hollywood, Los Angeles, 5'6" on March 7, 1956, the second of three children born to Annalisa Peggy, an E-Cell, a radio actress, and Joseph Cranston, an actor and former amateur boxer. 8-9 His father was of half Irish, quarter Austrian Ashkenazi Jewish, and quarter German descent, while his mother was the daughter of German immigrants. 10-11-12 He has an older brother, Kyle, and a younger sister, Amy. Cranston was raised in Canoga Park, Los Angeles. 13-14 His father held many jobs before deciding to become an actor, but did not secure enough roles to provide for his family. He eventually walked out on the family when Cranston was 11 years old, and they did not see each other again until a 22-year-old Cranston and his brother Kyle decided to track him down. 8 Cranston later starred in a film directed by his father entitled The Big Turnaround in 1988. 15 He then maintained a relationship with his father until the latter's death in 2014. 16 Cranston has claimed that he based his portrayal of Walter White on his own father, who had a slumped posture like the weight of the world was on his shoulders. 8 After his father left, he was raised partly by his maternal grandparents 17-18 and lived on their poultry farm in Yucaipa, California. He has called his parents broken people who were incapacitated as far as parenting and caused the family to lose their house in a foreclosure. 18 In 1968, when he was 12 years old, he encountered Charles Manson while riding horses with his cousin at the Spawn Ranch. 19 This happened about a year before Manson ordered the Tate LaBianca murders. 20 Cranston graduated from Canoga Park High School, where he was a member of the school's chemistry club. 21 And earned an associate degree in police science from Los Angeles Valley College in 1976. 22 While at Los Angeles Valley College he took an acting class for an elective, which inspired him to pursue a career in acting, saying at 19 years old, "All of a sudden, my life changed." 23 Career. 1980–1993 Career beginnings. After college, Cranston began his acting career in local and regional theaters, getting his start at the Granada Theater in the San Fernando Valley. He had performed as a youth, but his show business parents had mixed feelings about their son being involved in the profession, so he did not act until years later. 9 Cranston was ordained as a minister when he was 19 by the Universal Life Church, and performed weddings for $150 a service to help with his income on Catalina Island, where he spent his summers working. 24 25 26 He also worked as a waiter, night shift security guard at the gates of a private LA community, truck loader, camera operator for a video dating service, and a CCTV security guard at a supermarket. 27 Cranston started working regularly in the late 1980s, mostly doing minor roles and advertisements. 28 He was an original cast member of the ABC soap opera Loving, where he played Douglas Donovan from 1983 to 1985. 9 Cranston starred in the short-lived series Raising Miranda in 1988. Cranston played Tom Logan in an episode of the first season of the TV series Baywatch in 1989. Cranston's voice acting includes English dubbing of Japanese anime, for which he primarily used the non-union pseudonym Lee Stone, 29 including Macross Plus and Armitage 3, Polymatrix, and most notably, Street Fighter II, the animated movie as Fei Long, and the children's series Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Cranston did voice work for the 1993-94 first season of that series, playing characters such as Twin Man and Snizzard, for which he was paid about $50 an hour for 2 or 3 hours of daily work. The Blue Power Ranger, Billy Cranston, was thought to be named for him, but this has since proven false. 30-31-32
तो दोस्तों आज की इस वीडियो में हमने कुंग फू पांडा 4 नामक इस मूवी के बारे में आपको सारी कुछ जानकारी बताई, डिटेल फैक्ट अपडेट, सारी कुछ जानकारी आपको बता दी है। तो आज की वीडियो आपको अच्छी लगी है तो वीडियो को लाइक कीजिएगा, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा, बेल आइकन दबाकर इसे ऑल पर सेट कर लीजिएगा। तो दोस्तों आज के इस वीडियो में इतना ही, मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में।